it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today is Craft Monday, and today we're going to be updating our travel map. To put pins on the map in the places that I've been, but then we thought about our good friend Bonnie Burton and her friend Ann Wheaton, and we decided that we were going to put googly eyes on the map in the places that I've been, and we've put them in every place that I've been to up until this year. So today we're going to be putting things on the map that I've been this year. The googly eyes are going to represent me, and then we'll come up with something to represent everyone else in the family, so you can see where everyone in the family has been on the map.
Okay, Puchan, where did we go first this year?
We went to, so first we went to Japan.
Japan was our first trip. Here you go. You want to put one on Japan?
Japan.
You just put it on Tokyo. That'll represent where we went. Cool.
Yep.
Okay, do you remember where our second trip was?
And then Japan, and then was it LA next?
Nope.
No.
We went one place before LA.
Where did we go before LA? New York, right?
New York. Yeah, we went to New York first. And what were we doing in New York?
TTPM.
TTPM. Okay, and then what came after New York?
And then after New York, we went to LA.
And then we went to LA. And why were we in LA?
We were in LA for VidCon and also the educational conference at the YouTube space where I spoke on a panel. It was super duper amazing.
I was on that panel.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I wasn't on your YouTube panel, but I was on your YouTube space panel.
Yes.
And what else did we do in LA?
We went to VidCon and Venice Beach, and it was really good to go to Venice Beach.
Venice Beach.
Yes.
Yeah. So we stayed in Venice while we were doing the YouTube space thing.
Yeah.
That was cool. What was the coolest part of Venice Beach?
I would say bodyboarding. I really had fun doing that.
I forgot about the bodyboarding. That was pretty cool. I think about the big snake.
Oh yeah, that was
yeah.
Well, that was last year, wasn't it?
No, that was Venice this year when we were staying right there on the boardwalk. That's why I took you
to
go see the snake.
Yeah.
No, not the one that Santa Monica Pier. That was last year, the year before.
Yeah, I was thinking of the one.
But this year we found the big albino python with you and Cooper. That was Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, we were really busy this year. Remember we tried to go parasailing twice? Yeah. And neither time did it work, and we even took like a $60 Uber to some place, and then the boat broke down and we couldn't go. Yeah. Yeah. That part wasn't fun. And what was the big deal about VidCon while we were in LA this year?
Well, we've been going to VidCon ever since I started vlogging, and VidCon was pretty much actually the reason why.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of them. Yeah, one of them. Like obviously I was inspired by other people, but if I didn't want to go to VidCon, then I don't think I would have started.
It's probably true.
Yeah, because like I started because I wanted to vlog until I got to VidCon.
You wanted to be a YouTuber the first time we went to VidCon.
Yes.
Yeah. You wanted to feel like you were a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. I think we talked about that even in the first video.
Yeah.
Your first daily.
And then we went to VidCon the next year, and then we went to VidCon this year.
And what was cool about this year?
Well, this year, there are a lot of things really cool about this year, but I think this year I was a special guest because I was on the Young Tubers panel.
Yeah,
and
the eyesore badge.
Yes.
You know, the yellow badge you got to walk around with, got you in the after parties. We got to go, I was thinking just the other day about how we got to go to the special Expo Hall event. Yes. Like they closed the Expo Hall and only special guests got to come in and play, and then we got to go hang out.
And that's where we got our thing signed by Rhett and Link, right? Rhett and
Link. We saw, like in the span of less than 5 minutes, we saw Charles Trippy, we saw the Shaytards, we saw LD Shadow Lady and Yami. Yes. And we saw Ali Speed, right? Like all of the people that really kind of inspired you to get started were kind of all in this little cluster of people, and we just ran into them all back to back to back. Yeah. It was pretty awesome.
I almost like raced against Brotard.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And then Cooper got to meet Lammy, which was pretty awesome. Yeah. Like the year before, you got to meet Lammy for the first time, and that was really awesome. And then Cooper sort of fell in love with his stuff, and Cooper got to meet him, so it was a really cool trip. Yeah. This was a really good VidCon for us.
It's kind of funny how much I influenced Cooper with videos. Like they'll show up in the search history, like in the recommended videos, and then he'll watch them.
Right. Yeah. I think he's going to enjoy VidCon again this year.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, what comes after LA?
After LA, where did we go after LA? So after LA we went after LA we went to Salt Lake, right?
Salt Lake.
Yeah, there's
Salt
like
Lake
a
City.
big gap.
So why were we in Salt Lake City?
We were in Salt Lake for Salt Lake Comic-Con.
We were in for Salt Lake Comic-Con. You did 2 more panels.
Yay.
And lots of cool cosplays.
Yeah.
Huge. Comic-Con. Loved it. Can't wait to go back next year already. Like I'm really excited. That was a really, really great Comic-Con. I loved what they did out there. That was really fun. And you did great on your panels too. I was really proud of you on your panels. Okay, and then there's one more. Minneapolis. And why were we in Minneapolis?
We were in Minneapolis for NerdCon Stories.
NerdCon Stories. That was a good time.
Yes.
Who do we know that lives in Minneapolis? We know in YouTube terms.
Ashley
not like
Mardell.
Ashley Mardell. Yeah, Ashley and Grace live in Minneapolis. Yeah, so NerdCon was really cool, I think, because I mean, it was awesome because it was the first NerdCon, and we were there at the first one. There were only a few thousand people there, so it felt really small and intimate, and it was all like the VidCon staff were running it, and so we knew a lot of people. That was pretty awesome. But the really cool thing that happened for me was like Patrick Rothfuss, who hosted some of the things and was one of the big special guests. Like, I was unaware of his work, and like since then I've read 3 of his books already.
You've gotten 3 of those already?
Yeah, so I've torn through like everything that he's written in this series, and then like now I'm among all the people waiting for his 3rd book. So I'm waiting on the next Game of Thrones and the next Patrick Rothfuss book as well, Kingkiller book. So that introduced us to a lot of really cool authors. Rainbow, we read her book because we were going there, and it was just amazing. Such a good book.
Yeah, I think I heard of it, and then like I kind of put it off because I'm like, I don't know if I would like it.
But we read it because we were going, and that's why we finally settled in and read it, and I loved it. Like, I thought it was
really
just
good.
Remarkable, right? And then Paulo Bacigalupi, who I really loved his stuff. You can't read that yet. And then The Magicians, Lev Grossman stuff. We got to talk to Lev Grossman, so I mean, it was just a really awesome experience. Holly Black. Yeah, I forgot about Holly Black too. Was on the book club, and we got to meet her and talk to her and tell her that she was a book club book.
I know, it was super duper amazing.
Yeah, all of that stuff was really amazing. And then John's really amazing speech about sort of mental illness and the power of storytelling and being someone else for a little while and stuff.
And then also Juvenile. That was very
Juvenile was remarkable. That's one of the funniest things. So it's been a pretty good year for us travel wise, I think. I'm done. Like, I'm done traveling this year. We've done a lot, and I'm exhausted. And that doesn't count. We didn't even count all the local cons that we went to and stuff like that, right? So I'm glad we're going to kind of hunker down, and the holidays are rolling around, and then early next year, I'm sure we'll be at it again. And then
like late May.
May is London. Yeah, end of May is when we'll go to London next year. So we got some time to chill out and relax. I'm sure we'll go somewhere before then, though. We may go back. Salt Lake City has like their fan experience thing, so the Fan X. We may go to that early in the spring. And that way I can go work a little bit, and we can do another Salt Lake City show. That'd be cool. Yeah. Your United States coverage is getting pretty good.
Yeah.
Hawaii, even, where you were born. Or not where you were born, but where you lived for a long time. Texas, where you were born. Yes. And then we moved to Hawaii soon after. Yeah. And so there's a lot of time there. Japan. So why did we go to Japan?
Whoops. Well, we went to Japan because of Anime Japan, and also just because Japan. It's Japan.
Right.
Why not go to Japan?
So what was Japan the first of for us?
It was my first international trip.
Yep, and what are we going to do going forward?
We are going to do 1 international trip a year, and next year is going to be right there.
London.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Paris. We'll see.
Maybe.
But we're going to do London and probably a couple of places around the UK to do a little tour. That'll be fun. Yes. So once a year, we're going to make an international trip, get a stamp in your passport, and you'll get to see the world before you get ready for college. It'll be pretty awesome, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine all the places you will have been by the time you're in college?
Yeah, like I remember lots of people have said to me like, you're gonna visit all the continents by the time you're 18, and then like people usually button and say Antarctica, but if I go here, then I can go here. Yeah,
I think we'll go to Chile, and down in the south of Chile, you can take cruises down to Antarctica, and I really want to do that. Yeah. Right, and so I think you probably actually will go to Antarctica because I want to go to Antarctica. That's how it works, right? Yeah. And we'll keep getting more states too. Me and Mommy both really want to go to Alaska. We've never been to Alaska. But once we get, your mom and I have been a lot of places. If you put everywhere that we've been up on the map, it covers quite a few spaces too. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for me and Mom. And then we'll put more stuff on the map and cover all the places we've all traveled. Yeah. And then what I was thinking we would do too is we'll come up with one thing, maybe even like a colored eye or something like that, that we would put for places we really want to go. So that we can take those off and replace them with the googly eyes once you've been there. I think that would be really cool. Yeah, okay. So I think that's it. Yeah. It's a pretty cool little, it's really nice to keep track of where you've been, what you've done, and I think the googly eyes are pretty funny. It looks pretty funny on the map, actually. Yeah. It looks like alien invasion of some sort. These are the places that the aliens have landed. Yeah. Cool. Okay, I think we're good, yeah? Awesome.
So if you like what we're doing, please press the subscribe button. It really helps us out, and thank you for showing your support. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
Bye, guys.